second. Go on to YT Studio. Make sure that is live. This is going to be an interesting one. Interesting one for sure. Press it. Alright. It's not suitable for children or those. This game isn't made for people who are children. Okay. Bear with me. Listen to this wholesome music while I do this. Hey. It's quite wholesome, this. Hey. Alright, there we go. Let's get into this new game because I do have a load game because I played about 30 minutes or so about a bit ago. Hey. I see an annoying girl running toward me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Haha. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided. So why does it save my last name? How do I change my name again? Return. Get out of here. How do I leave? Hello, how the fuck do I leave this? There we go, return. No. You're so doomed, oh my OMG. What? Hold on a minute, it saved my name from when I played this the first time for like 20 minutes. I need to change my name. I want to change my name. I don't like that name. Bear with me, bear with me. There we go, okay. Main menu. We didn't get that far in, so we can just skip back to that. Right, how do I change my name? Or can you not change your name? Can you change your name after you've already like chose one before? There's files. This proves that I played it a long time ago. Look, the 22nd of July. That's the last time I played this game. Let me delete all these files. Why can't I delete? Yeah, so and how do I start again? I'm baffed. I generally don't know how to start again. I've started a new game, but I don't know about the files. Hold on, let me have a look quickly before I get into this. How do I change my name from Doki Doki I must delete the first runs. Okay, I have to delete these. Right, how do I delete these though? I have no idea. What the fuck? I have no idea. Exit the desktop. Right. Yeah, I did. I did start a new game. I started a new game and it just gave me the same name again. Like, look, I'll show you. This game is not. That is crazy. How is this not suitable for children? That gets me a bit worried about what's coming. New game. That's what I did. And then it just put me in here and it just kept me with the same name. Look, I'll just get to where I was. Look, Sayori slept again. And then just my name's the same. Ah, forget my name, innit? We'll just go into it with Purty, man. That's the name. Alright, let's just roll. Let's just roll. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Should I read... Yeah, it is Doki Doki Plus. Is that bad? Is that why it won't change? Yes, yeah. Try doing it. Oh, no, I don't know if I can do the voices. I'll read it all, but the voices might be a bit... Alright, what we'll do is we'll just read. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Percy. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Hello. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Am I saying her name right? You're trying to draw a Sayori body sheet? That was cringe. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Purty, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? For animation? That's cool. I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content, just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I'll die at the thought of becoming a NEET. What's a NEET? In a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Damn, will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay. Why do I let myself get lectured by a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind, at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Why have they not got voiceovers for me, man? The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? I'm so doomed. Nah, don't get me worried about what's coming, because I don't know much about the game, but I know this has some mad twist in it at some point. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realise that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you were just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me. it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori? Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title, Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. It'll be epic. What type of voice do I do, though? Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I'd bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. That's the only time I do it, and it's cringe. I'll do the little sound effects. I don't know if I can do a voice, but I'll do the little sound effects like that. Don't make promises you can't keep. Don't make promises you... Yeah, I did. Yeah, I messed up there. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. Alright, with this next bit coming up, let me get a drink because I'm going to speak a lot. Give me about 10 seconds. Alright, sorry for the delay. I'm back now. Alright, I don't think I can do the voices. But I will do sound effects. So, like the ee and the haha. I can do all that stuff. But I don't know if I can do the voice. It'll just be too much because I know there's more girls. And the mic is like in my mouth. Back it up. Sayori looking bold right now, but looking scrumptious. Fair enough. And this today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Where's the sound gone? Where's the sound gone? Alright. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. There we go. We're back. Sound's back. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glanced around the room. Why did I do the sound effect? Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Nice meeting you too. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Well, way to kill the atmosphere. Purty. What a nice surprise. I'm just going to call my actual name, my YouTube name. I'm just going to say my YouTube name instead of Purty. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. I say nothing. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Alright, I'm a bit of a creep. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Know where I started. Natsuki. The girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She is also the one who made cupcakes according to Sayori. Am I saying their names right? You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Hi, Yuri. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice meeting you both. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right. I don't know if I know her. Well, it's great to see you again, Curtie. I don't know why she done that. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We are rarely taught, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... Okay. You too, Monika. My character started twice now. He's fumbling. Come sit down, Curtie. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I get a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? That would be brilliant, man. Get some tea up in here. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened, so there is one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki... The main character's kind of a simp? Yeah, I can tell. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! I thought I said ooh-woo for a second now. I was not going to say that. Oh, wow. How do I even say that? Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes, decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monika. Monika, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Let me get a drink. Oh. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaky glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavour. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good, I say. I shouldn't say it like that. Thank you, Natsuki. But why are you thanking me? It's not like Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? Yeah, I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for you. You know, you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down a teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Anyone read books in the chat? Don't let yourself get intimidated, Yuri. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Now Sayori's got bangs for you. Let's go. W progress. Aha, well, you know, why does she keep, like, kind of arching it to the side? She kind of just pokes it out a little bit. I don't know what she's doing there. She's trying to throw me off. Aha, well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd rather much take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it's encourage others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monika really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Damn, everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Alright, my early prediction is that their goal is not this literature club, it's something different. Monika must have worked really hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they were also delighted about the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Curtie, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favourites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in. But it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? This is the most I've read in about years, man. I've never spoken this much in my life. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. Monika, why you watch? That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? But what? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were... Give that back. Fine. Hee. Your cupcakes, your poems. Why does Sayori keep going hee? Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your reader, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. She got nervous there. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. Why does she keep doing that? I have an idea, everyone. Confusion all around the room. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Quiet. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, right now, we have a new member. I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Curtie? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come to forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori might have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... Curty? You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poem is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Oh, I'm cringing at myself! Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Then she's just basically throwing it back on Natsuki there. Welcome to the literature club. Hi, Reboot. Welcome to the literature club. Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over to me once more. Okay, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. She does it again. Yeah. Can I really impress this class star, Monika, with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Curty, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walked home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Well, I need another drink, man. Damn. This feels like a humiliation ritual right now. With that, the 2 of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Oh, is that the game? Do I have to, like, fall in love with one of them? Alright, should I choose now? I don't know, should I choose now or should I wait a little bit before I choose who I want to be with? And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Alright, we got to write a poem. Alright. It's time to write a poem. What do I want to do? Do you know what? I'm going to go off what maybe I would go to. I like horror. I got horror books. Let's go dark. Let's go some universe. Let's go... Choose now? Let's use defeat. Misery. Fantasy. Fucking suicide. Why would I choose that? Daydream. Warm. Romance. Passion. Oh, okay. Okay, so I think I like Yuri the most. So let me try to resonate with Yuri. She was imagination. Destiny. Bliss. Okay, moving on. Anxiety. Judgment. Graveyard. Oh my god, I'm flowing right now! I'm flowing, you see that? I got like so many in a row there. Let's go. Tears. No, wrong one. Spies. Beauty. Fact. Promise. No! I love watching this after seeing someone else play. Alright, atone. Come on, Yuri. I had to thrive with Yuri there, surely. Is Yuri a bad choice? Let me know. Is Yuri a bad choice? Without spoilers, is Yuri a bad choice? Hi again, Curty. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Curty. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. It doesn't matter who I choose in the long run. Ah! Well, alright, we'll just see what happens then. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year, that's true. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. If you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the classroom. At the club room, Monika stepped in. Big up Monika, she's backing me. Just loads of M's. But you will get special scenes with the girl you choose. Okay. You added all the series here? Let's go. Let us know when you're finished, Momo. I don't know how to say your full name, so I'm just going to say Momo if that's okay. Let us know when you fully finish. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Kei always gives it his best, as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. See, let's go. We need Yuri liking me, because that's the one I want. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? Why do I keep going high pitched with the You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Curty... Wait, you and Curty become... You and Curty can become good friends too. I would like that, Yuri. Hey, I would want to do that. Why not? Sayori? No words. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she has put me into. Oh. Yuri even brought you something today, you know? But wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. Imagine it's just a bomb. Just blows up the whole class. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. Read? And we could, discuss it if you wanted to. I would love that. I would love it. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picks out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monika are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. I think this was like the last bit I got to. I don't think I got past this bit. So I think we're currently caught up. So from here onwards I know nothing. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and I'm listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monika. We're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. But we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody would come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, And after that, they come. And after they come, we can do the same thing. We can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori's taking that really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberately like this. I don't think I said that right. Huh? That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Oh, well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Aha! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to the creative tummy. There. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what if it would be like to see the world through her eyes. What the hell is that word? I open my eyes to find Sayori's face still in my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that out loud. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monika overheard. It's true though. Yeah? I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I know it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, sorry, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Don't say that. You make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? How freaky is this game? Because it feels kind of like it's going to get somewhere crazy. I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Does it have blurring? Does it? If there is something crazy to happen, does it blur out, or do I have to blur it out? Because I can't blur it out. It's live. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Okay. A different scary fact. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I brought it. Sigh. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. There's nothing too freaky, don't worry. Okay. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. She's undone all my work. Phew. That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying it like that? That's a good thing. Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. See, that's why I keep it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed early. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Eh? Monika suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Perty, I can't wait to read yours. So does this poem decide who is interested in me? I'm guessing. Yeah? Or maybe that it decides who I end up, like, pursuing. Yeah, same. Yeah, same, I mean. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. You don't think so? Okay. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on the wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Oh, music change. Who should I show my poem to first? Let's go Yuri, because that's the girl I like. We're going to go Yuri first. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinions, to be fair. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh! Sorry, I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why'd you ask? I'm just making sure. I guessed it might be after reading through it. Okay. Ah, so it's that bad? No. Did I just raise my voice? A little bit. I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes, and we really haven't gotten anywhere. See, if the character has a cute, detailed scene like Sayori's, it probably means you end up with them. So am I going to end up with Sayori then? Does that mean that, or from now on? It might take Yuri a while to get used to the new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognise in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought is as her demeanour totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. Bear with me. All good reboot, bro. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, but biased how? Well, never mind. I guess she likes me, Natsuki. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing for herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamingly, as if there's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Alright, before we read, if you're currently in the stream, make sure to like And subscribe if you like. It will be pushed up to more people, and that is great. If you don't like it, it's perfectly fine. I can't force you to like it. But yeah, if you can, that would mean a lot. And I will be streaming this again. So let's try read this. The writing's a bit weird. The tendrils of my... Whoa, I don't... Ghost under the light. What the hell? How do I read that? The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green. What's that word? Lou of the future. I battle. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, flicking back. Pretty cool one. It'd be better if I know how to fucking read it, but the handwriting, damn. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Yeah, fair enough, it did. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, okay? Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of a poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in a last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it in that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Oh, well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. When does shit go crazy? When does shit go crazy? I'm don't worry, I'm not rushing through. I just want to know, have I got long left before shit starts getting crazy? Let's read Sayori. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Kay. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. In a few hours? Damn! I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Aha. Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I write it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Curly poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy. Just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're actually really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in a club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Kay. Deep down, you're not as selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this is for other people. Like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm going to make sure you have a lot of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. Decent, Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Or at least that makes me feel better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say it. To say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in argument. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monika's the best. Ah, yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. 3 Monikas. Hi, Kay. Having a good time so far? Ah, yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. Damn, my throat is so dry. Oh, fuck me. Damn. I'm much better off going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Aha! She just keeps doing that. Don't worry, Kay. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Ah, well. Well, I guess Sayori's the one I picked then. We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? Ah! I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid of it to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased toward their own kind of styles, but I always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Aha! Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. I would assume you're pretty good, mate. You are the president. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel the way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbour, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film, left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retinas already scorched with permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. Welcome back, Reboot. A hole of infinite choices. I realise now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. She must have an ex or something. So what did you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. That's some good feedback. That's W feedback. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem to next? Alright, we got Natsuki left. Only Natsuki left. Okay, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What do you mean? What? Harsh. Or you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Oh, she got nervous there. Painful to think about. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'll tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I've got to share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Oh my, she was criticising my poem. Look at this shite. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. That's crap, man. She come through with a basic poem. She was dissing my poem. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. People don't even take my writing seriously. Well, that's my bad. I did not take it seriously. My bad. But I only done that because you dissed my poem. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Don't roast Natsuki, she's my favourite. Oh, my bad. My bad. My bad. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. Helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into that than I realised. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. My order is Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monika. Monika used to be fair, but she sucks. Damn, Monika this bad? You lot keep talking about Monika like she's the devil, bro. Monika doesn't seem that bad. She's alright. She's obviously the person you least interact with so far, but she doesn't seem that bad. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. But she is the devil. Hold on. And aside the humour with that last comment, I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Damn, my throat hurts, man. I don't like Monika either. Damn, no one likes Monika in chat. Is there anyone in chat that likes Monika? Few. Good luck, lol. Yeah, bro, everyone that comes in and keeps telling me good luck. Like, bro, I get there's something crazy that apparently happens in this game, but it can't be that bad. You. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities, even if they're just being nice. There's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. quoting you on that. Ugh. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I end up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Oh, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Oh, she didn't like that. Did you just completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. I did not get that feeling when I was listening to it, reading it. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Kurtie did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions on my own. First of all, excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a lot of time establishing my rhymes. So I think I might have missed one. Hold on. How do I go back? I don't know how to go back. I finished their model. Let's go. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Kurtie did like my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh! I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Click history, how do I... Yeah, I can't like change my... But I can't move my analog sticks. Bro, I'm gonna have to roll with skip. That's not what I... You're just...
You got shot 2,763 times in the FBI. What the hell does that mean?
Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Kurtie appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out my way to make everything I do overly cutesy? Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Kurtie started showing up. Whoa! Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they noticed I was standing there. Kurtie, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate the simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place.
What's teapot? Momo, what's teapot?
What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Kurtie. Wait,
the power of two?
I have no idea what that is. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. What's the power of two? What's that about? It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste.
Battle for True Mind, BFDI, is an object show that contests. Ah!
Oh, okay, my bad. Avoiding them is not only not necessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You also understand that, right, Perry? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think I'm more highly of me. So of course, that's going to be Yuri! Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Did I just pick the wrong thing again? Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri? Huh? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, that's...
You ship Natsuki and Yuri?
Fair enough. Well, that's... But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. Oh, it seems like everyone in the chat does. Fair enough. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt...
That's a lot of shows right there. That's a lot of seasons, I mean, one. Bloody hell.
Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized, don't think you should too. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle all the pressure. I ended up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sorry, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. But we didn't want that to happen. Natsuki. She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Sigh. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Kay. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you as part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, you know, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm going to make some tea. Ah, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Okay, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Well, maybe you learn something from your friends too, so your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a lot more about the kind of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those who I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Curry, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. My fucking throat is dry right now. Damn. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Kay, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Alright. Alright, Yuri this time. I like whisper. Fuck! Alright guys, quickly in the chat, what words represent Yuri? Quick! Someone throw some... Anyone got any words I can put in? What's the correct words for Yuri? Broken. That's wrong! Come on! Long words with deep meaning. Childhood. Fuck. Agonizing. There we go. 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 No. Yeah. Oh, I'm flowing. I'm in flow state. Alright. I thought Doki Doki might be thing. Sensation. Disoriented. Disoriented, I mean. Intellectual. Last one. Entropy. That's what I'm talking about. Breezed it. You see what I mean? I think at least 17 of those words were hers. Woo! Alright, let's go. We're about an hour 12 in. Damn. Alright. Let me get a little drink and then we'll get into more reading. Alright, another day passes and it's time for a club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Curty. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to being in a club, that's all. Wait, I don't think that's what she said. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason really, I just wanted to look at it. Sayori never retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill on the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. Aha, I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you wouldn't have brought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Aha! I don't think that was a hat, I think that was just a laugh. Sorry. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Cody to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. Haha. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the retribution. Still coming from you, Sayori. Guess there's a little devil inside us all after all. Is that a foreshadow? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes, so I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Damn! Pwah! Kia! Ow! What was that? A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Actually, that one almost worked. Aha! I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Ahahaha. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going for a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. On the subject of cookies, put your favourite cookie in the chat. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. That's cheeky, that. Hey, did you seriously just do that? Don't say that one. Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room. Where's Monika at? Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. He's probably just had something to do today. M&M cookies? Fair enough. I don't know if I've ever had an M&M cookie. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. I wouldn't say that. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry. I'm super sorry. Shut up, Siri. What's Siri talking for? Piano. There you are. I didn't mean to say be late. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monika quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. Aha. That makes so much sense though. You wouldn't have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? Hey, someone said piano in the chat. Oh, that's what she was doing. I see. I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monika. That's Monika look at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Curry. Monika smiles sweetly. So at the minute I'm getting the vibes that we like all them kind of, and they all like me. I'm guessing they all like me. That's what it seems like. They all get nervous when I'm mentioned. Hey, that's what I do. Monika smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck.
I'm doing a bows animation.
I don't know what bows is.
But shout out to bows.
Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really.
Don't spoil! Do not spoil!
I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Don't worry, I won't. Thank you. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from her reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap! I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry? I was just spacing out. My jaw is actually hurting. Hold on.
Got to go, bye. Bye, Momo.
I'll be streaming Doki Doki again in about a day or so, so tune in then. If you're subscribed, you'll see me live. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably haven't noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book that you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason, just curious how come you have 2 copies of the same book. Well then, I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, and that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of messed up, man. Don't spoil. Maybe you can put it in a way that other people that have played it in the chat can understand, and I won't really get it. You could try it that way. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Curty? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in, then suddenly when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be a naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's path. Is that kind of what's happening here with us, maybe? I'm rambling. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading, right? You don't have to. Aha. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it, and let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, if it's fine, if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone, I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realise that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologise a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here. This should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. I'm losing, my voice. Damn. This drink is useless. The drink ain't doing nothing. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each learn a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she's also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your own mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Curtie, That's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. But wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Ah. What are you saying, all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of her thumb. Of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little bit more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after. It picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Who should I show my poem to first? We'll go Yuri again, because that's who we were just with. Let's see what you've written from today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Okay. How did you pick up on this so quickly? Essentially, I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why you did a good job explaining it. Everyone alright in the chat, man? What's happening in the chat right now? I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know what that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid. But seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh? Even your close friends. Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. See, I can't read her writing. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary... What is that word? Unordinary human. There we go. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconsciousness well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more, the enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon image, the moon influences play its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting. I hope everyone's alright in the chat. I don't know what you're talking about, but I hope you're alright. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit close to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it as a face value, then I can even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why'd you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing. And people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Curty? Well, Yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that.
Can't read or reading either. I refuse to learn sing language. Is that the type of writing she's writing in?
The best we can do is respect each other and our own individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I probably would hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Sign language. Oh. I don't know sign language either. I actually have a sign language like sheet on my fridge though. I could probably try learn some. Sayori. Ooh. I like this one, Curty. It has some nice feelings in it. Ah, I'm glad. Oh, cursive. Nah, I can't read cursive either. Still though, your tone makes it sound like you liked yesterday's poem better. I mean, I never learned cursive, no. I can't understand cursive. I mean, I never learned cursive. Here, I guess you caught me. Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good. Well, don't just try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear it. No. I'd still like this one, I promise. You know I wouldn't lie to you, Curty. Never ever. Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one then? Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in this first place. Yeah. Me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Oh, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit off both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet? Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well... I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. And make a nice happy rainbow. Sorry, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is. Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Kay. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Alright, let's hear this then. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little bells of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in the bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles all in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle, a star, light to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Did she say she puts kittens in jars and then just puts them in when they would suffocate? Holy crap. Sorry, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monika taught me a whole lot. I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Hello, Shadow Ninja! What's up, Shadow Ninja? Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Aha, don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it, no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's go, Monika. Same order we did last time. Damn. Hi again, Curty. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I won't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I gave my poem to Monika. Alright. Great job, Curty. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's reading expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. Aha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it's worked. Anyway, you know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism, unlike Sayori who likes simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. Nuances? I'm gonna go nuances. I don't know how to say that word. Nuances. I'm gonna say nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I've never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? Let's read your poem, Monika. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colours, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colours, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless. What the hell is that word? Cacophony? What is that word? What is that word? Cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent. What the violent, grating, wave of forms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sign. What the hell? Cosine. I don't know some of these words. Cosine. What the hell? Tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of a thing that I've never really seen before, I guess. Kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of a poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines, really short, makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Aha. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When it happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected might happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? Oh, hold on, I'm gonna save the. How can I? Oh. When do I save the game? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. That was scary. Who should I show my poem to next? Alright guys, I'm just gonna go for a quick toilet, man. I've drunk all my drinks and now I need to pee. But yeah, if you're in the chat right now, make sure to like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll be back in about 30 seconds. Alright, I'm back guys, I'm back. Alright, final person we've got to show our poem to, Natsuki. Well, I commit that it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well I guess if you've been friends with her for so long you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori's a type all of a sudden? Sayori, fucking go away, mate! Sayori keeps appearing when I say Sayori. Sayori, go away! Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's a bit rude. What do you mean someone like me? Yo, she's trying to throw insults. It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. Yo, what's wrong with her? That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other in our own way. Whoever it is, I don't get it. Oh yes, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Fuck me, this is not as simple as the last one she wrote. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wiggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favourite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders. So her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. Is spiders supposed to be us? She seems like she's throwing insults. What's Natsuki's problem with me? Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realise how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Okie dokie. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Oh, that's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about these things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I would doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like that I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviours and stuff. I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, and I'm sure she'll appreciate a message in your poem. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Okay everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. I'm rubbing my throat, bear with me. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori's been working on posters and I have designed some pamphlets we can give out during the events. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Huh? Performing? But, Monika, yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let everyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on posters in case someone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori's been colouring a poster holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monika? You didn't. You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not that bad of an idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a whole group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagine it, Yuri shrieks ahead in fear. Guys, no Sayori. You'd rather die than perform? I kind of agree, I don't know. I have stage fright. I can't go up on stage and talk in front of people. So I wouldn't want to perform either. No Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better it will be. The better it will be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's all about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with the others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if it all takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think Sayori and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Or maybe but... Oh, Mom. Looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll have to get over it. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri can't do it, man. Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces to sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice. Aha, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monika, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Aha, of course. Now let's see. Monika flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monika begins reciting a poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monika finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monika takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monika. Ah, thank you very much. I was just hoping to get a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Whoa! Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at all of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of the Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do it. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into a book. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she... enunciates with perfect timing. This might be a rare glimpse into whirling fire. Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she's been bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not we didn't applaud for her, but we were caught off guard, but we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. Siri, I swear, one more time I'm going to throw you across the room. Go over there. Sayori hops out the chair and cheerfully walks up to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Aha. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How do you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself like in front of a mirror or in your own head. Alright,
Anyway, I'm asleep because it's 3 a.m. Alright, I guess. Good night. It's Lanes. If you did enjoy this, I'm probably going to be ending stream soon anyway, so I'm going to be live again in about. Well, I'm going to be doing Red Dead 2 tomorrow, and then after that, back to Doki Doki. So if you are interested in this and you enjoyed it, make sure to like and subscribe, and then tune in on Thursday. So if it's 3 a.m. for you, I go live at 12 a.m. UK time, so it'll be 1 a.m. But if you're interested again, come by again. This round, so it'll come out the best way. I see. Okay then, Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. Is that 7 p.m? Yeah, are you in America? Izzy, alright, I'll call you Izzy. Damn, you're in America, innit, Reboot? If it's 7 p.m. where you are. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. So yeah, if it's 7 for you now, I go live at 5 p.m. your time. Thursday. What day is it today? Hold on. Give me a minute. Yeah. Thursday 5 p.m. Thursday 5 p.m. I'll be back doing Doki Doki. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think of it much. And for Izzy, it would be not 2 a.m. It'll be 1 a.m. Friday, like at night. If I were to read this probably on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives me a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she was like my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Here, even Curty liked it. Guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It come out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. It might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay, now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Curty. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Curty lower everyone's standards a little bit before I have to do it. That's a bit harsh. Natsuki? It's fine. I might as well get it over and done with. It's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I always have to go with what I wrote today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. It says I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put my energy to it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive an applause anyway. Sorry I'm not really good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that will simply improve over time though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called Why Are You All Looking At Me? Because You're Presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Alright. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting a poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still in a little unenthused. While she's still a little enthused, her poem has rhythm and rhyme to it. My head hurts, damn. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if it's given life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Ah, well. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. I'm traveling. Alright, bye Izzy, mate. Have a good night. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you wouldn't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what's it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Ah, yeah, no problem. Okay everyone, I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have a weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same reviews on Sayori and Monika, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monika, then I'll have to do it my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two already going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys, don't make it such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Cody, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori's been a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. Sayori, I forgot to bring you back over, you motherfucker. Go away. And I wonder, I was thinking about something from earlier. Like how we get to, Sayori fumbles with the words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with me. Home with you, huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, I want Yuri. Do I just say I'd walk with Yuri? I don't know what to do here. I don't want to make her upset, but I probably would walk with Yuri. If I want Yuri, should I just pick Yuri, yeah? I'm gonna pick Yuri. Isn't she so beautiful and smart? I forgot to fucking read that whole part. That has nothing to do with that, what I just said. Aha, you admitted it. Jeez, that's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe, but I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know. Need you? Sorry? I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I'd hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. And then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? You got this. Okay. I think I done well. I think I smashed that one. Again, Yuri is the main one. Oh man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. Aha. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember, the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. I don't think it's piano what she's doing. I don't think it's piano. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's going to be great. Eh? Weren't you complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monika, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You all of people. I didn't say that I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monika. Monika. What does that mean? Eh? That's not how you say my name at all. Ika means squid in Japanese. Okay, I get it. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just say focus on your own event for now. Let's focus on our own event, I mean. Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori's sitting at the desk in the corner looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everyone alright? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little bit off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright, if you say so. I rarely glanced at her before turning back towards everyone else, but the conversation was already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monika if she knows anything about it. I've lost train of thought there. Bear with me. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approached Monika, who was shuffling through some papers at her desk. Okay, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little bit strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little bit too much, but she seems a little bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monika peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Curry. You certainly know a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I don't know it's your problem. I know it's your problem. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she's having a hard time bringing up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Curty. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. Damn, I feel bad. Eh? She's been so much happier ever since she joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her head. What? No way. Sayori was always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it was always been. You're so funny, Curty. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? Damn. I said too much. I'm sorry, what do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. Sorry, I was drinking that. Fuck me, my throat is so dry. My throat's dry. I'm getting a headache for some reason. I don't know how I'm getting a headache. Maybe my head's annoyed because it keeps hearing my voice. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monika smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monika stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to her and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. Do I have a fever? No, I'm fine. I don't know, I don't normally speak this much. I don't know, I definitely don't have a fever. Like, my head ain't hot or anything, just my head hurts. Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monika. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I noticed Yuri peering at me from over her book, but she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face.
What's up, Momo?
I realise that she won't go anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. But now it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk. Is Sayori okay? Yeah. Oh no, she's sad. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How were you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. No, Sayori's not okay right now. She is sad. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who are willing to share.
She dead? No, she's not dead. Why would she be dead?
Your troubles are the only concern of those who are willing to share that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a little bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little bit off today. But when I asked about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Eh? So sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Okay. The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. So you think that there might be something behind it, after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head, and she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behaviours today too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I invert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as some honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware of were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri? You're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Why don't we go ahead and get started? Well, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. But there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better. It's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a water filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle.
I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, then we'll get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. Might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? We're just... Yuri was going to make some tea, so I suddenly realised how weird it sounds to explain this to Monika. We're just filling the water pitcher. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monika, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want me to tell you there's something wrong with helping involve Curtie in club activities? My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Curtie. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri? Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monika to judge people like that. Okay? How come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Curtie, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Hey, do you like oolong tea? Alright guys, bear with me, yeah, I just need another toilet and I'm gonna get a drink. No, I don't need a toilet, I need to get a drink, not another toilet. Alright, I'm just getting a drink, alright, bear with me. Alright, I'm back. Alright, let's continue. Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making teas for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches a teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was there and it showed. And you noticed? I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided I would try expressing myself a little more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do, when it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Curtie. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Okay, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Oh, sorry, I didn't realise. No worries. I have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Yes. I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. Oh, my head, man. I take it since it will go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading posture, the positions as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand, that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a bit. I put a teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book, finishing the open wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay, I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might smudge on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologise. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. My head. My days. Oh! Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder time reading from it. But as a result, her left hand is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I accidentally place a chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me as she needs to confirm what just happened. Curtie? Sorry, I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah. That's all it was. Yeah. Then, you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell by her expression that she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I never take another chocolate between my fingers. This time Yuri's eyes meet mine. Hold on, are we getting a bit freaky here? How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my finger. Okay, everyone. Monika just interrupted, man. What's Monika doing? Bro, shit was getting spicy there, and she had to interrupt. Okay, everyone. Ooh-ah. Aha. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Poe, can you help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. Yeah, exactly, man. Spam L Monika in the chat, man. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Who should I show my poem to first? Alright, what we're gonna do here, yeah, is my head hurts, yeah. I've still got to record my video for tomorrow as well. So I'm gonna have like an hour break for my voice. So I'm gonna end the stream here, but I will be streaming this again on Thursday, depending on your time. If you're from the UK or a European country, it'll be like 12 AM onwards. And if you're in the US, it'll be 7 PM or 5 PM or whenever. Yeah, so just come to my... Yeah, I don't know. I'll post it on my channel that I'm going live soon. So if you think, be there. Don't forget... No, don't worry. I'll save so you guys are here. There we go. Look, 2:34 AM. Alright, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and like the video. Yeah.
if you're interested in other stuff I've played, I stream Red Dead. I'll probably be streaming Red Dead 2 tomorrow if you're interested in that. And I got a God of War Ragnarok video coming out tomorrow if you're interested in that game. But yeah, I will see you guys. If you're only tuning in for Doki Doki, I will see you guys Thursday at the same time. This was a fun stream. Hopefully we get some of the juicy bits on Thursday. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good day. And yeah, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys Thursday or tomorrow if you tune in. Bye guys, have a good time.